I want to quickly talk to you about how to start a UPS store franchise. And UPS store franchise is one of the most profitable, the most known, if you will, store franchises. And so here are the facts I want you to think about. If you are considering starting a UPS store franchise this year, remember that the initial investments goes from 87,000 to 496,000. So you're looking at 90 grand all the way to half a million. So that's the initial investments. And you have about, when it comes to UPS stores, you have about 5,000 to 6,000 units that are available nationally. Okay, and that list, that number is going up like crazy. UPS stores are growing like crazy all across the country. So, as an established business, becoming a franchise owner of the UPS store has many potential benefits. You have a stable and innovative business model, outstanding customer service reputation, so that's really great. And a UPS store is actually known as a leader in the industry, and you have established operations for the last 40 years. So UPS store has some kind of knowledge and expertise when it comes to franchising. Over 40 years, that's a lot of years. That's a lot of decades. Okay, you have training and ongoing support, and you have a leader that's recognized in terms of branding, and they have about 5,000 to 6,000 franchise locations and counting. And so this is really good. You have a pretty solid sort of player here. Okay, when you think about UPS store, you are in the category of services. So you have a UPS store. You give all kinds of services like postal and business centers. You have miscellaneous retail businesses, or also shipping services. So that's kind of cool. And even better, you have the ability to actually get up to speed real fast. So this is kind of cool because UPS wants to make sure that you are like you have your own, you have your autonomy real fast, and you can start making money. Okay, but the good thing about the UPS store is that the UPS store franchise is that you have brand strength, national advertising and marketing, world class training, dedicated support and tools. So that's kind of cool. You have corporate retail solutions, and you have multi-unit opportunities. In other words, you can be a UPS store franchise owner through multiple locations. You can have up to 25 locations. I want to talk to you about the business opportunity here. When you think about starting a UPS store franchise, let's dig a little deeper when it comes to the business opportunity itself. I want to go through the pros and cons of having a UPS store this year. And so when you think about the UPS store, here are the pluses I want you to consider this year. You have the most advanced technology, number one in its category. You have a high ranking overall, popularity, and you have advertising and marketing support. Fantastic. So when I speak about the most advanced technology, the UPS Store Franchising Network utilizes one of the advanced and highly developed digital information systems in the world. And this technology enables UPS franchises to deliver more than 13 million documents, pieces of mail, and packages every single day. Every single day. So the cost for this sustained development is actually reportedly more than $1 billion annually, and comes with an unparalleled tracking, process, and distribution capability. Number one in its category. I mean, UPS Store is really regarded pretty highly. You know, a lot of kudos nationally, and popularity is also there. I mean, the UPS Store is actually the number one most popular franchise with veterans or all kinds of let's say all kinds of portions of the population, with young people, with veterans, with seniors, with young adults. You have it, okay. And you also have to, you cannot discount the fact that you have a strong advertising and marketing support system through UPS Store. Okay, the UPS Store advertising and marketing communications span multiple levels, including national advertising, co-op communication, and local store marketing to build and maintain a prominent level of brand awareness and drive traffic into the centers and on the websites, creating a loyal customer base. So that's really fantastic. On the flip side, when you actually think about the UPS Store, let's say as a franchise, there is some kind of questionable profitability. There's a lot of pressure, and also knowledge is power. So running a business is not easy, right? After making the financial investments, you need to make an effort in monitoring the operations of your business. This will require time management and decision-making skills, to name a few. So to come up with the best decision when it comes to franchising, it's important to really do your research and learn as much about the UPS store as you can. So the more information you have, the easier it will be for you to get prepared. So that's really important. Preparation is important. Information is power. Remember that, okay? But you do have a lot of pressure, though. I mean, it's easier to purchase a franchise business than to start one on your own. But the thing is, you have a lot of pressure. Of course, a franchise will provide people to mentor you, but you'll still face a lot of challenges setting up this type of businesses, especially with a UPS store. So let me talk to you about the strategic move. I'm still explaining to you how to start a UPS store franchise. So in terms of strategic move, it's important to understand that you have to really ask yourself which type of UPS store franchise should you buy now. I mean, like in this year or next year, should you go with an existing store or should you go with a new store? So when buying a franchise, a UPS store franchise, you want to consider the pros and cons of choosing a new or existing business. Okay, once you have decided to buy a UPS store franchise, the question is whether or not you should go, like the location also plays an important role. Now, buying an existing franchise, one of the biggest advantage of buying a franchise is actually the name brand recognition you get from the moment you open your doors. So this can go a long way in getting a head start on a loyal customer base, right? So purchasing an existing franchise location takes that a step further because you'll be buying a fully operational business complete with an established cash flow process and trained staff. So you are able to bypass all of the headaches of finding a site. Can you imagine negotiating a lease, building out the property, creating vendor relationships, and securing inventory? You have all of this done right for you. So aside from any changes that you want to make, the business is already up and running, saving you time and possibly money. So if you purchase an existing business directly from a franchisee instead of from the franchisor, it can provide more leeway to negotiate price, fee structure, and terms. You should keep in mind though that you must still perform due diligence and thoroughly research before you buy a franchise to ensure that it is profitable. Okay, because all UPS store franchises are profitable, but it depends on the level of ROI you're looking for, the percentage of ROI. Now, if you start a new franchise, things can be a little more complicated because you have to do everything from scratch. You have to obtain financing, find a location, purchase equipment, hire employees, and implement a marketing strategy. However, you have the potential of having bigger profits and greater rewards. Even with a recognized brand name, it will take time to cultivate a loyal customer base. This will involve a lot of hard work at the beginning, but will allow you to start your business with a clean slate, free of any negative impressions created by a former owner that could deter customers and make earning profit a lot more difficult. So be careful there and think you want to tread carefully as to either option. Either go with an existing UPS store or buying a new one. It really depends also on the location. Geography plays an important role when it comes to a UPS store franchise. I want to talk to you now about the method. How do you open a UPS store franchise? Let's talk about that. So if you're interested in becoming a part of the UPS store, you want to really be very careful, be very methodical, because UPS store is a methodical franchise system. So financial research. So this should always be your first step, no matter what business you are looking to buy. I said to you a little earlier that the investment goes from $90,000 all the way to $500,000. So you got to really ask yourself, do you have the cash? Okay. So there is a cost of opening a UPS store, of course, but you also got to think about the financial requirements of the franchisee. So you got to think about liquid capital. So the amount of cash that should be in the bank, the initial franchise fee, the initial investment, the royalty fee with a UPS store is actually 5%. And you also got to think about the ad royalty fee. That's 2.5%. And so once you do your financial research, you want to actually find your market. It's all about the geography, the store locator. So the thing is, you are able to do some research yourself and see what kind of traffic, what kind of foot traffic are you expecting. And the application process is pretty straightforward. So the UPS store has a 4-stage application process to actually validate its prospective franchisees. You have inquiry, So you just need to attend a webinar and complete the application. Then you apply. So the apply after the application, you have to think about you have the initial interview, complete franchise disclosure, background check. You have to submit your financials, and you also have an executive interview. And then you have to think about the funding. So with funding, you have to think about either a letter of intent, initial application fee, and the approval letter, and then the booking. So booking means you have to secure financing, approve the site, and sign lease, 5-week training, sign the franchise agreement, and voila, you are really ready to roll. Now, one thing I want to say also is that you need to select a site and lock down the lease. So the UPS store has a franchise development team that guide small business owners through this process, including helping with negotiations, designing the store, and everything else that comes with starting a business. So when negotiating your lease, the UPS store franchise consultant will actually will help you with the following: evaluating the length of the lease, researching comparable prices, identifying hidden costs, asking for beneficial modifications, and understanding your termination clause. The termination clause is really critical, especially when it comes to, let's say, instilling a layer of scalability into your franchise operations. Next, you want to secure financing. When I speak about secured financing, it's important to understand that when working with a UPS store, they provide options through their partner, Guidon Financial. So Guidon Financial actually has a few options for you to consider this year. You have, in terms of funding options, you have 401k business funding, small business association loans, so SBA loans. They have portfolio loans, unsecured loans, veteran incentives. So you have $10,000 off the franchise fee, 50% off the initial application fee, and you also have a minority incentive, $15,000 off the franchise fee. So note that you don't have to work with a UPS store's financial partner, but they are there to help you if you actually need them. Okay. Then you also have to consider training. So one of the most significant benefits of the UPS store franchise opportunity is that you don't have to create your own system of operations for everything. The UPS store is actually a well-oiled machine with proven success. As a future store owner, you'll go through a training to prepare you for everything you'll need to know. I mean everything. They are granular. That's really cool. So the UPS store has a 4-step comprehensive training program, which includes web-based training. Here you have 45 modules that include 40 to 45 hours of initial training on store operations and foundational business acumen. You have in-store experience. 1. So the in-person 5-day training at a local UPS store focused on store operations, technical systems, and more lessons in business services. Then you have university business course and print services training. Here you have a 10-day interactive workshop in San Diego to learn marketing, operations, sales, financial management, and print services. And then you have in-store experience 2. Here you have in-person 5-day training at a local UPS store focused on reviewing store operations, technical systems, and print services. Then you have to open the UPS store. So after 225 hours of extensive training, you'll be ready to open your own UPS store center. And so that's kind of cool. And so the UPS store has a dedicated and reliable support system for you. So use your franchise benefits and lean on them as you continue to learn and grow. And then you have to start growing your own network. So basically think about area meetings, regional conferences, national convention. Also think about investing in continuous management. So things like public relations support, advertising and marketing, and product development. So the UPS is there to kind of help you in that sense. Okay. So this is actually the final step of the journey. So now that you know what it takes to be part of the UPS store franchise, ask yourself, is it something that's right for you? So let me talk to you about a few extras here. When you think about the UPS store center, it's important to understand that basically you are packaged for growth. You have a package for growth right off the bat, because when you purchase the UPS store franchise, you are purchasing a lot more than brick and mortar, like in terms of location. You also get the support, name recognition, and reputation of the UPS store brand, right? It's a pretty solid brand, okay? And so you have ongoing support. That already is a lot of cash because the UPS store will give you from day one you have support all the time. You have comprehensive training program, advertising and marketing campaigns, and a network of knowledgeable and dedicated franchisees. Don't forget that you have a name recognition. That's really, really big. You have 5,000 to 6,000 franchise locations. Okay. In terms of reputation, you have a pretty, a highly reputable player in this space. And you also have traditional non-rural locations. Okay. The UPS store is not available in on the countryside because they pay attention a lot to the foot traffic. Foot traffic is really quite essential for them. Okay. And you also have non-traditional. So you have a center located inside a retail business, hotel, convention center, college campus, or military base. Can you imagine having a UPS store actually within a military base? That's a lot of cash right there. Okay. But hey, listen, it is what it is. But one thing for sure, just make sure that you do your research beforehand in terms of your financial readiness. So that's basically close to $500,000 of investment. But one thing for sure, the return is there. The return on investment is definitely there. Okay, and don't forget to take advantage of the marketing support that UPS gives you, like co-op advertising, ad templates, national media, regional advertising, social media, SEO, website development, email marketing. Those are critical for you to really solidify your footprint when it comes to the UPS store franchise. Okay, and the thing also is that take advantage of third-party financing through Garden, but also other banks. Okay, this is a great opportunity to really exercise that sort of relationship. So good to know before I close to this conversation, when you think about starting a UPS store franchise this year, remember that it's all about flexibility, but most importantly, it's really about readiness. Are you ready to start? Because if you're not ready to start with the UPS store, you can start with other players. I mean, you have Taco Bell, you have Popeyes, you have Jersey Mike's, you have Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, you have a lot of players. So you know the UPS is just one. It's just one opportunity. Okay, but don't forget the royalties with the UPS. You will the UPS store will take 8.5% of its franchise owners' adjusted monthly gross sales. The percentage actually breaks down to royalties 5%, advertising fee 3.5%. So 8.5% of your income, of your revenue, goes to the UPS store. Now, do you get to pick your location? Yes. I mean, one thing you'll need to be prepared for as a new franchisee owner is that the corporation will always have the final say, but you have the possibility to choose. This goes for the UPS store locations as well. So the UPS store allows you to explore the community, location, and site, and provides as much flexibility as possible for your choice. Okay. Now, the UPS store will consider the following when actually validating or denying your location: your preferences, available markets, the company franchise system, because they do not want to cannibalize their own franchisees. So they'll look at how close you are to the next franchisee, and they'll look at expansion goals, the business strategy, and also the site selection criteria. Okay, what are the zoning? What are the regulatory? What's the regulatory framework in that area? So you'll also be able to work with the UPS store representative to find the right fit for your new business. So overall, when you think about the UPS store, think about a franchise system that's really a popular option when it comes to companies to work with. As a prospective franchise owner, the UPS store advertises safe, structured, and supportive hands when you actually choose to franchise a store with them. Okay, so this is important to think about it, and this is also a long-term investment. Okay, basically you're not getting cash the first few years, but this is a solid investment, especially in the long run. So here's the epilogue to this conversation. I spoke to you about how to start a UPS store franchise. I give you the facts, the business opportunity, the strategic move, the method, the extras, good to know, and the epilogue. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.